Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone can hear me okay. How's everyone tonight? Who have we got in tonight? Hi, Leslie. Hi, Tim. Hope you're all keeping well. Hi, Joshua. So how is everyone this week? As you can see on the camera there. Hi, Carl. How's it going? No, I just haven't moved the train off yet, Tim. That's I've just repainted those carriages into an Irish livery. So let's get her going. That's tomorrow's video. That'll be out tomorrow at 6. Unless you're one of my channel members and you would have already seen it. Hi Ian, how you doing? Hi XMG12, how you doing? Yeah, you'll see them going around now. There's 3 old coaches from I think of 125 train packs. 2 are Hornby, 1 is Lima. They're the old sort of blue and grey livery. I repainted them, put transfers on them. They're by no means perfect. It's my first attempt at a respray, so you'll see that in the video tomorrow. But I'm pleased enough with the way they turned out. Loads of room for improvement on them, but they don't look too bad if you squint and... Hi 2ADBTY. Yeah, they didn't turn out too bad, those. Yeah, they look fab on camera if you squint and don't look too closely. But I learned a lot doing them, and I did sort of summarize some of the things I found at the end of the video. And I certainly will be looking out for some more cheap carriages that I can repaint. So now I'm going to work on the interiors of them, and I'm also going to put some lighting in them as well. So a couple more videos to come about them. You met my boss on Saturday. Who's that, Carl? Oh, it's very quiet, is it? Okay, let me just change some settings on the mic. Bear with me a minute. Oh yeah, it's down to... Alright, see if that's better. Hi Tom, how's it going? Hi Dinmore Junction, how you going? So was it Niall you met, Carl? Selling the book? Or was it Jim? Because they're not my boss, I'm their boss. I'm the chairman and the buck stops with me, unfortunately. I'm the one who gets all the flack. Right, so I'm trying to get my steamers going tonight. But they're all, apart from the Flying Scotsman, they're all not behaving themselves. They keep stopping. I actually spent a couple of hours in here last night cleaning them. Well, that's the only boss I have, Tim. Oh, what the little visitor's guide we done? Yeah, that they are. They are very good. Oh, it's Jim. Yeah, big guy. Jim is one of my fellow directors. He's on the board. Niall has glasses, beard. I don't know what the problem with my steamers are. They the wheels have been cleaned, the contacts have been cleaned. I've checked the continuity with a multimeter, and they just keep stuttering. Now, my thinking is it might be the chips that are causing the problem. So I might go and get some new chips for them. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Like I sat here at the bench last night. I put on a few YouTube videos, sat down here, was watching them as I was cleaning. But it's all my... So I've got this Bon Accord, Tornado. Mallard just doesn't work at all, which I've got to strip down and see what the problem is. But you can see now the Harry Potter engine just stopped. And the annoying thing is that the Harry Potter one's got a light on the front, and that's lit, so it's getting power, but it just stops. So it's I'm thinking that it's the chips. Because to be fair, all these do have the cheap chips in them. So I might just buy a couple of more expensive chips, put them in there and just see if they run any better. And if they do, then I'll slowly replace them. Because the track's clean, everything else runs around it fine. Oh, have you a new video up, Carl, have you? Don't forget everybody in the chat. Most people in here have their own channels. Do check them out. I don't know on that one, Leslie. I don't know whether it's connected directly or... It was the only thing I can think of. Like, I've checked everything else. The wheels are all clean, the contacts are all clean. I've checked the continuity between all the wheels and the interior wiring, and it's good. And I just don't know why they do it. I've checked the back-to-back as well, because I was thinking, well, maybe when they go around the curves, they're losing contact with the rails. But back-to-backs are fine, and they have that many contacts on them. They shouldn't be losing connectivity. No, they're all pretty clean. You know, as I say, I did strip them down last night and have a look. Yeah, I enjoyed your live stream the other night, Tim. It's good to have you back doing stuff. I do enjoy the things you get up to. Everyone should, if they're not subscribed to Tim, get over to his channel, because he did do model railway stuff, but he does a lot of modelling stuff which is relevant to model railways as well, from kit bashing and painting, and he's one of these guys who sits there, splashes on a bit of paint, and it looks absolutely amazing. I try and do the same thing and it just looks like a brown mess. Yeah, I have done that. I have reset the decoders and it's made no difference. Hi Jerry, how you doing? Yeah, I was watching that announcement. I can't wait for that to get over. Hopefully meet some of you guys there as well. Yeah, this is one of the things is I hate stripping down the steam engines. When you do take them apart completely and take the wheel sets out, you can get an awful mess of the running gear if it doesn't go back in properly, and you can cause more issues. Hi Alan, how you doing? How's your APT going? The replacement? Have you set that one on fire yet, Alan? Yeah, I've seen that Luke Towers one. It just does amazing stuff. Like his scenics are second to none. Yeah, the way he also 3D prints all the bits and pieces of art to go on it, it's pretty amazing. And just paints everything up and away he goes. Let's see if I can get this one going as well. Newland Railway, how you doing, sir? Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, I was happy to hear the Worley announcement that they're going ahead. I was listening to their live stream run up, and they were saying they weren't expecting as many numbers as 2019. And I thought, well, that might be a good thing, because it was absolutely jammed in 2019 when I was there. I think they're having an open day in July like they did last year. I might see if I can get over to that. Ah, mind you, he's got, I think, he's over 1 million subs now anyway. Yeah, so yeah, he doesn't need much help with his algorithm. He's, I think, 1.17 million. I think when I looked at him the other day. Yeah, because I didn't put anything out for about 3 months. Because was it last week I thought about him and I looked and seen I hadn't put out for anything for about 3 months. You know, but like something like that he done there, that obviously does take a while. Like the coaches I painted, that's one of the longest videos it took me to do. It took me a good week and a half to paint the 3 coaches, you know, doing the different layers, letting them dry. That's meant they do actually look quite good on camera. Well, let's put it this way, they look better on camera than they do close up. I showed it to my daughter and she went, "You did that?" And I went, "Yeah." He said, "Wow, that's way better than your usual standard of painting." I thought, "Oh, yeah, thanks, I think." He said, "I've seen you do your painting before and it's awful." All right, okay, yeah, thank you. But yeah, I must admit I don't overly enjoy painting, but it wasn't too bad doing that using the airbrush. Why does it always get stuck in the tunnel? And you're going to push it too hard and it's going to derail. Oh, you can watch one of my videos, Tim, and see how I built my airbrushing booth. And then used it in anger for the coaches. It actually worked out quite well. Right, let's get... Oh. Right, I give up. I'm taking that one off. I'll put something else on. The thing is, I was messing with that yesterday. I put it on the rolling road and it wouldn't work. And it sat there. Then after about 5 minutes, it just started up and started working. It just... Right, let's put Tornado on. Now, Tornado's not working the best, but we'll see how it runs. Yeah, I'm about the same, Leslie. My painting isn't great. Like the bit that really let me down on these coaches was around the windows. I was using a metallic paint pen. Admittedly, probably one with a smaller tip would have been better, but my hand was so shaky trying to do it. It just. And then I think the Lima carriage was even more difficult because the windows haven't got a raised profile, so you've nothing to sort of guide you. So they look like, well, they look like a 5-year-old's drawn them. I have an ammeter, but I don't have one wired into the track. But that's a good point, yeah. I'm going to have to do some... See, I don't know if you've seen that there, but that was... It stops, and then it goes again. So I'm going to get a better chip, put it in one of the ones that's causing an issue, and just see how it runs. If it runs better, then I know it's chips. Like, it's not the track, 'cause the track's clean and the diesels run around the track fine. God, I just stopped over there. And all the points are Electrofrog points. Let me just test that track, make sure that track isn't dead for some reason. Stops again. Now everything's shorted out. Right, let's reset the system. Alright, well, oh, hi Flymo, you've turned up. How are you doing? Good to see you. No need to apologise, Flymo. It's important you spend time with family. Hey Rachel. Yeah, Rachel's one of my daughters. She'd be one of my many bosses. Rebecca, the main boss, is still at work. Right, start everything off again. Tornado. Oops, put the sound on. Let me do that. Kids rule everything, yeah. Yeah, I seen that, Alan. Like, at first they put it out on April Fool's Day, and I thought, oh, yeah, funny. But is it actually a real thing? I'll send it. Oh, that didn't make any difference. So I'll send it down the passing loop, see if that makes any difference. It still stutters. Everything shorted out again. Oh yeah, your granddaughter's a photographer for Hattons, isn't she? She gets the inside scoop on everything. What am I going to put on there? Right, I'm going to put my 66 on that track, just to see if that goes around. Hey Jerry, how you doing, sir? Good to see you here. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, why did that short out? Oh. Oh, it's going to be one of those evenings. Everything's shorting out for some reason. Oh man, I didn't push it. There you can see the coach respray. Already sort of touched on it. Let's put that in sort of layout so you can have a close look at it. If you look at the windows there, you can see what I was saying about how if I had a pen with a smaller tip on it and a less shaky hand, I could go around them a bit better. Old reliable 66, yeah, well, everything just shorted out again for some reason. It could be the old problem with the points again. Yeah, I was thinking about Yeah, I was thinking about getting that DCC concept meter to put in to see the current draw. You see, there's not a problem with the track because that 66 has just gone around. And that's one of the Hornby Railroad ones, so it doesn't have all-wheel pickups. So the only thing I'm left to conclude that it is the chips, but then I've got the same chips in the diesels as I do the steamers. And the only steamers that seem to be running okay, faultlessly, are the ones that came DCC fitted. Oh, you're getting famous, Leslie. No, well, I do have a cat, but it's not meowing around here. Right, we got stuff moving again. Oh, it's tripped again. Right, I'm gonna have to reset it and just run one at a time and see if there's one particular one that's tripping it. Hi Anthony, how you doing? How you in? How you doing? Yeah, that's something I'm going to do, Leslie, is take the chips out and reseat them and just see if that makes any difference. And I've reset them and everything and it hasn't made any difference, but actually taking them out and reseating them is something I haven't done. But now I seem to have a different issue that for whatever reason it keeps... No, it's not resetting, so whatever is causing the short is still causing the short. I can hear it tripping. No, it hasn't reset. Did I put a metal ruler down on the track somewhere? I don't think I did. Let's take that one off as well. Let's reset it again. Okay, XMG12, see you again. Take care. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now, Jerry. I'm just resetting it now to see, because there was 2 stopped on the points, and sometimes when you reset it, oh, now it's saying it can't. Oh, don't you just love these sessions? I can see, Tim, now why you gave up on model railways. Nope. Right. Let's take everything off. I've got a feeling it's the 66, which is stopped in the middle of the tunnel. Which I will have to use my pokey stick for. One pokey stick. The hook on the end. Yeah, which loco did it? Yeah, and you're right, Flymo, it could be just a piece of metal that done it. But I've got a feeling it was a 66. So I've taken that one off. I'm going to reset it now, see what happens. Yeah, I had that for ages. I had a little bit of metallic filing or something like that, and it was sitting in the point, and that was causing the shorts, and it took me ages to find it. So I might need to run around the tracks with a magnet. Yeah, the stick of God. It's just a little piece of batten with a little hook on the end that I keep handy for when things get stuck. Hi Bernie, how you doing? Right, we're in business. Right, let's put the No, I'm hearing things. I thought I heard it short out. Right, that's unusual. It shorted out when I put that one on. Don't tell me my best loco is... Hammer of God I use on those computers. Hi Nick. Yeah, I'm checking under the rolling stock as well and make sure there's nothing, but I just put the A-class on and it shorted out. So I don't know whether that's coincidence or... the trouble with this Railmaster. It takes so long to reset. Right, I'm not going to put anything else on the track. I've still got the Flying Scotsman on there, so I'm going to start that off, let that run. The Tornado's sitting over there in the passing loop. Everything else is off, so let's just see what happens. Yeah, the Railmaster is painful. I keep saying that I want to get a better system. So I'm hoping when I'm at the next train show or even Worley, I can have a look at and play with different systems and see which one to replace it with. Because I'm sure that might be half my problem, is that system. If anybody hasn't, should get over and check Anthony's video he put up last night of his station signs. Very impressive. And check out Bernie at Crossways Point Junction as well. He's been working on his embankment using the old, it's J cloth and PVA glue, isn't it? No problem, Anthony. I was out here working on the layout, watching that. It kind of made me stop what I was doing and watch the video. In fact, I went back and watched the second half again. Right, Flying Scotsman's going around okay. Dare I put the old A-class on again? I really hope this isn't the one causing the problems. Nope. Oh, it's that point. Why is that point start playing up? Yeah. Something wrong with that point. Reset it again. Let's send the A-class around back over that point and see if it resets it. Right. It shorted before the point. What the hell is going on? Time for the old magnet over it, see if it picks anything up. Right, okay. Right, let's leave that one alone. We'll put trains on the other rails and I can investigate that later and see what's going on with that. Yeah, those are the coaches I repainted, Flymo. I've done 3 of them. Say that video on the repainting of the coaches will be out tomorrow. You can see all the mistakes and the improvements I can do it when I retry it. First attempt at doing it, so I'm quite happy with them. They don't look fantastic, but they do the job for now. Yeah, Barry Davis did put up a load of videos today. My phone kept pinging. I had to turn the notifications off in the end. Right, let's get Flying Scotsman going. We can have that going around. And I'll put... get some trains running here, guys. Oh. Like somebody, some little gremlin in here has just decided to mess around with the wiring on my points. I don't quite get why they're shorting out. Because the wheels, coaches, these coaches that go around them have got plastic wheels. Yeah, it is being camera shy tonight. If it carries on like this, I'll just have to give up. Now, where did I put my little track tester? I had it a minute ago. I put it down somewhere. There it is. It's not resetting this time. I know you guys come here to see some model trains. Believe me, if the mic wasn't on, I would be swearing a lot more. Hi Karen, how you doing? Time of the 400 amp wood screw fuse, yep. All right, Tim, good night. Take care. See, this is what I get for having even where I thought I'd run steamers. It's giving me nothing but bother. Hi John, how you doing? That's right, John, you haven't missed much. The apart from me pulling my hair out because my layout keeps shorting out tonight for some reason. Oh. I can just hear it shorting out now every time it tries to reset itself. All the locos are off now. There's nothing on the lower level. Let's try that again. Oh, the metro trams are down. Oh, what's happened to them? 6-inch plaster off the... Well, we just had our electrical cert done on the house today. So the electrician came in and tested everything. Oh, I wonder if he'd done something. Because he was testing the circuits, and they do put a bit of a surge through the circuits, although this was all isolated and switched off. Cracks? Cracks in what, John? Wheels or... Yeah, there's plenty of stuff in here I can earth myself on. Right. It's come on now and stayed on. Let's just... Right. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's put the A-class on again. Send it round. See what happens. I tell you what, those little plastic re-railers off the Hornby sets. I don't know why I didn't have one sooner. Oh, the carriages. Yeah, see, my dad was a Sparky, and the old 6-inch nail cut across the breaker. It's always a good one. Or the old Kit Kat wrapper. Third time in 9 months. Right, it went over the point and it didn't short out. So we're good, I think. So now let's try... We'll wait for it to go over the point again. That's the second time it's gone over, and we're good. So let's send this one over the point, see what happens. Oh, and we're clear. Engineer smoke test. Let's say I have my usual Friday night video tomorrow at 6 o'clock on those Irish Rail coaches I resprayed. How I done it, how I got on with my first attempt. Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't my A class. I was thinking, oh, don't tell me that's not that old. And don't tell me it's blown a chip in there, because the sound chip for that was expensive. John, this is Ireland. It doesn't matter if they run on time or not. Just be thankful they're running. Leslie, I don't know what the problem was. They were shorting out over the 2 points. And I reset the points. And they just started working. I think maybe when I threw them, they didn't throw properly. Because sometimes the little solenoid motors, because I'm using the P5s and the P3s. That, have the switch on them for the frog, so it might have been that. Okay, final test. Let's put the 66 back on. What's up? Let's see what happens. Last time I got stuck in the tunnel. You need to get to Limerick tomorrow night. Can I guarantee it? The only way I could guarantee it is if I came and picked you up and took you to Limerick myself. Let's just give the track around this bend a clean. So it keeps stopping on this particular point. Okay, Ian, take care. It didn't stop that time, but that's because I was watching it. Wait for the tram. Okay. Right, everything seems to be running again. Alright, if I missed anything in the chat, any questions or anything, pop it back up in the chat and I'll have a... Yeah, it's actually not a bad colour match, the orange. I mean, that was just the basic orange. I did, as I said in the video, I did try mixing it, and whatever way the pigments, they wouldn't blend together. They sort of stayed separate, so you ended up with an orange and black. I wouldn't mind, but they were both the same make of paint, so I thought they would have mixed. But I see one of the transfers has slid down. But yeah, the colour isn't a bad match. You know, I'll probably do a bit of weathering on them as well, and that will help blend it in. I don't mind weathering them because I painted myself, but I just can't bring myself to try and weather any of my locos because I just think, oh, I paid a lot of money for those and I don't want to wreck them. I mean, I didn't pay a lot of money for them. I've had them for ages. Oh, I'll sit down for a minute. Oh, I'm out of juice. To be honest, Jerry, it wasn't that bad. I mean, you can see the video tomorrow. I just took them apart, washed them in some warm soapy water, rinsed them off, and I just had some alcohol wipes I cleaned over them with, sprayed a primer on them, and then just masked them and painted them. I mean, they were old Hornby coaches. They weren't, I mean, one of them's actually got a crack in them. And so I wasn't too worried. I thought I'll paint these up, see how they go, because I'm not doing anything with them anyway. And so now the next couple of days I'm going to work on the interiors. That's going to be next week's video. And then after that I'm going to put lighting in them. So that'll be the following week's video. So the lighting that I'll be putting in them will be suitable for DCC and DC. I'll be using some little rectifiers and capacitor and everything for a little bit of a stay alive for them. So I'll be working on that. It's probably something I'll be working on while I'm watching the Grand Prix this weekend. I believe it's the Australian one this weekend, so I'll be sat down watching that. Getting the circuitry right for the lighting. I've got some cheap set of white LED strip that I picked up in Lidl. So I can cut them and solder tabs and wires onto them and see how they go. Yeah, Tom, the colour doesn't blend in too badly. What was that? That was the show last Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah. We actually got a mention after the RT News, BBC, or RT1 News, Radio 1 News last weekend as well. Hi Dundee Road, how you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Well, the High President XT, the colour I used was just Tamiya Orange X6. As I say, I did try adding a bit of black to it just to darken it a little bit to make it a closer match, but it didn't. That didn't work very well. But like I've been chatting to people about, because it always causes controversy in the museum as to the colour we paint the carriages and Drumbo and everything like that, and no matter what you do, someone will say it's the wrong shade of red. Because, you know, people remember it differently. People would have seen it different times, so it would have faded from when they painted it. But I was chatting to the guys up in Whitehead about it, and they told me the story of years ago somebody was making the models of some of the Irish engines, and the Great Northern steam engines were a blue. And so he went along to one of the engine sheds, one of the maintenance places, and said, look, can I have some of the blue to paint my model? And the guy said, oh, funny enough, the man who does the painting, he's just away uptown to get some more paint. So he came back, and the guy asked him, said, oh, what colour paint do you use? And he just said, well, I just go up to the hardware store and see what's the closest blue they have and pick that one. So there was no colour codes of the exact blue. They were all different shades of blue. And especially with all the Donegal stock, most of it was kept outside, so it was going to fade in the Donegal weather. Okay, Anthony, you take care, and hopefully I'll catch you on your stream tomorrow night. So anybody who doesn't know Anthony, check out his channel. Yeah, like if you look on your car's plate, they'll have color codes for the color of your car, so you can get an exact match. But like, I don't think they had color codes when steam engines were repainted. I mean, you can even get different shades of black. Let's put the oh, I'm down a camera. You see, Leslie, they could still be slightly different shades due to the fact of weathering, of normal wear and tear. You know, the different shades, they would be bleached in the sun and that sort of thing. So even though they use the same paint codes, I mean, if it's, you know, a couple of years between painting, the colour is going to change. And they also have the other thing is people remember it differently. And they, you know, what was painted as well. Like there's arguments about Drumbo and its dome. Some say it was painted red, others swear it was painted black. And I've seen some colour photos, and at various times it was painted both colours. Yeah, not just colour memory. Most people's memories is notoriously bad. You remember things differently. It's like everyone thinks a pint of Guinness is black. It's not. It's actually a deep ruby red. I used to have a car with a different coloured wing, and it wasn't because of fading. It was The car was blue and the wing was red because I had a little tip in it, so I had to put a new wing on it. And I never got around to respraying it. Just made it easier to spot your car in a car park. Yeah, all my first cars were bangers. I didn't get a decent car of my own until about 4 or 5 years ago, when I had an insurance policy mature, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy myself a nice car, and I bought myself 5 Series BMW. It was a car I always wanted. Not a brand new one, a second hand one. And then the rest of the money went on a family holiday, which cost more than the car. Right, dare I say it, they've been running now for about 10-15 minutes and they haven't shorted out yet. I don't know why, I think it's because they weren't thrown properly, but I didn't throw the points during this session. So why, unless there's some feedback or something going on through the other points that I threw. Could be, because it all goes through as same CDU. Who knows? Yeah, it's dark outside now, isn't it? It's like strange coming out to the shed this evening and it was still bright. Right, I suppose. Go on, throw the points and see what happens. Well, I'm about to call it a night, so I will throw the points now and just see what happens. So I've thrown one set. Let's see if it shorts out now. It's coming up to the points. Well, it's gone through it fine. Let's throw the other point, see what happens. Yeah, it's gone through the point fine. So, who knows why. So anyway, good night guys. Video out tomorrow at 6. Don't forget to hit the like button for me and subscribe if you're new here, if you like what you see. And thanks for tuning in guys, and I'll catch you all next week. Take care everyone, and keep on modelling.